Okay, let's see if I can actually get this video made right and not have anybody text me again. Okay, so anyway, we're going to talk about today in this video how to customize your soft plastic baits. 3 different ways, 3 of the best ways to customize your baits. So, number 1, I'll show you guys real quick something that I did a while back, and it actually helped me catch fish. My second fish of the year was caught on this bluegill colored swim bait, bluegill colored swim jig. If you guys can tell, the claws on this Rage Craw that I was using are kind of painted orange, right? So what I did before I started using this is I put some pink crawfish colored or crawfish scented Spike It on there, and it actually turned the green pumpkin orange, which worked out like I wanted it to, because the fish that I was trying to imitate were green sunfish hybrid, which have the orange tips of their tail. So using this little Spike It marker that my uncle gave me worked super duper well. I think it was like my second or third cast with it. I ended up catching about a 2.5 pounder on that little bluegill swim jig with some of this on the tail. Another way that you can also make your baits smell a little bit, I don't think from what I've used it of, it doesn't dye your baits. So if you're imitating a certain species of fish and you don't want to dye it, but you want it to be more scented, you can buy this stuff here, which is Berkley Power Bait Scent. And it's basically like a liquid, kind of a, it's like a thick liquid, and it works really well. It makes the bait smell good. Doesn't really smell good to you, the person, but it does smell good to the bass. That's why it's called Bass Attractant, and it's made with Berkley Power Bait stuff, and Berkley Power Bait has been around for a while. So another thing that you can do that a lot of people may have never tried before, and I actually just got these blades the other day and was going to make this video with them. So I'm glad I finally got them. But what you can do is if you're making, you know, a select presentation, but you want a little bit more flash to it, you can take these little things right here. They're basically a little screw lock mechanism here. Goes down to a little barrel swivel, and it has a small willow or Colorado blade, whichever one you're trying to imitate more, basically, which doesn't really matter that much because the Colorado blade does have a little bit more thump in the water, but it doesn't add that much flash like these ones here do. Okay, anyway, what you can do with these, I'll show you real quick on these, on this little swim bait. Dang it! Okay, maybe I'll be able to throw it and show it to you, but I'll show it to you on this worm. So what you can do is this here's what I've seen. So you got this straight tail worm, right? It comes down to a point. What you can do is you can break that point off to where it's flat, right? Then you take this and you screw it into the tail of your worm. Just like so. I didn't get it perfectly in there, but it's in there good enough. Hang on a minute, I might be able to fix it. There we go. It's not in there perfect, but it's in there good enough. So there you go. Now you have a little worm, and you can do this with any type of bait. You can do it with creature baits, swim baits, worms. I've seen people do it with Senkos. I've seen people on TV use, what are they? I think they're called like, I think they were the Reaction Innovation Sweet Beaver, I'm pretty sure is what they were. And they were putting them on those. But basically it gives a little bit more flash to your worm. Now I personally am not going to use it with this worm because this worm's a bit too big to have something like that on it. And another thing you got to consider is that the bait, you don't want to use it on, you know, something that's going to be gone real easy. You know, I mean, if you catch, you know, a fish and it tears your worm in half and this is gone, it's gone. You ain't going to get it back unless it breaks off on the land. And another problem with these is they're not exactly cheap, I would say, but they are okay for their price. You can buy like a bunch of them and then make your own if you're talented enough to do that. I personally am not. But I bought these from Tackle Supply Depot. You guys can see a little thing there. That's where that sticker came from. And just little silver willow leaf blades. I will try to leave a link to all 3 of these things down in the description. That way y'all can go and buy them if you want to. I actually just picked up these blades off of eBay the other day, and just like that, they got here. So, really quickly, for any of you guys that are actually still watching this video, if y'all have any lures that you've seen people use and stuff that you want me to do a review on or something like that, leave it down in the comments. Also, I'm looking for a topic for this week's in-depth video. If you have a topic for this week's in-depth video, leave them down in the comments and I will surely do them. Crankbaits, topwater, swim baits, or not swim baits, but soft baits is what I mean. Anything, doesn't really matter. The only baits that I don't really use that much, that I can't really do them with, is spoons and Alabama rigs, because I personally don't use them that much. I have them, I just don't use them that much to know much about them. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.